January 30th, 2005, my cousin Martine's 18th birthday. His mother, my Aunt Dee, was not feeling well. She said it could be the flu or maybe pneumonia. From that day on, Dee never felt any better. She was constantly ill, she experienced severe weight loss, could no longer eat, and soon was too weak to move around on her own. When I would visit my cousins, I had to go in her bedroom to see her. When she wasn't asleep, my cousin Marissa and I would sit on her bed and talk with her a little bit. I will never forget these conversations. Although she was becoming thinner and was in and out of the hospital, no doctor was able to give a diagnosis. I remember by the summertime, she was in the hospital constantly. We would often visit, and when we would sit in her hospital room, she would begin to cry. I always wondered why, and I was told it was because she was not feeling well. It was during the summer that my family told me my uncle had discovered he was HIV positive, leading the doctors to test my aunt. My aunt was HIV positive, and her illness had progressed for several months due to a lack of diagnosis and treatment. On August 2nd, 2005, my brother's birthday, Dee passed away. Her sudden death was inconceivable to us, and my family had to notify others of her passing, which produced many questions. When friends and family asked, they were told she had an infection that spread. This was not completely inaccurate, but HIV/AIDS was never discussed with others, and hardly even mentioned at all, even amongst those of us who knew. This story, Dee's story, is an important story because HIV/AIDS should be discussed more openly and there must be more awareness raised. With the treatment available, my uncle has remained healthy and asymptomatic. In creating this digital story, I saw the connection between activism and striving for social change. These stories can and have been used by organizations seeking to spread their message, but without distribution channels, how can these messages reach a wider audiences? Digital stories should be implemented by organizations. There have been several organizations that seek to increase awareness of the importance of HIV/AIDS testing within Black communities that have seen record increases in infection rates, lack of diagnosis or treatment, and lack of resources aimed at their community. The dominant narrative surrounding HIV/AIDS can be changed through creating a personal narrative that allows community-specific dialogue to begin in order to understand the significance of the issue and its relevance. As seen on the National Black AIDS Day Organization website, they acknowledge the power of the personal narrative and plan on sharing digital stories on their website. We hope to bring on board grassroots video PSAs from Black community stakeholders who can provide a voice, face, and connection to the epidemic that haven't been heard, seen, or made in years past.